Welcome back, guys, to VeThor channel. Today we'd like to talk about a VeThor token, potential targets for 2023 and the upcoming bull run with my custom indicator set. Let's dive in. Today I would like to show you this news. Maybe this news just affect the price locally. Locally we can pump, but anyway, all main zones will be still relevant during 2023, 2024, even 2025. So don't just fall in FOMO and go all in token just because you see some news. So yes, today Coinbase made an announcement. So the assets added to the roadmap today. So it's VeChain and the VeThor. VeThor, its token is one of the two tokens employed by the VeChain Tor public blockchains. VTHO plays an essential role in the overall functionality of the blockchain. So I truly believe in VeChain. So already made a video about VeChain, so we can go and double check. Based on this FIB, once again, one more confirmation. So the end of bull run was here in April 2021, April, May, March 2021, not in November, not in August. Here's November. So we are ready from April 2021 till bottom here in November. Here was in November 2021. Altcoins already dropped at 81%. So it was the middle of bear market, not a top like everybody thinking. Just because a Bitcoin formed a double top, it doesn't mean November was the end of bear market. No. This was the end of bear market. Now it's you survived in the worst bear market ever because it's longer than I guess 700 days. You know, so this FIB is relevant. Here's a listing on Binance. It's June 2020. We lay down at the bottom this white line. It's a historical low on VeThor, and if we take a look, the price was here 0.3051. Can we drop to forming the historical low like for example on the algorithm? Yes, of course we can, and we can drop for example 55%. Based on what news? I don't know, but yes, we can. Just keep in mind scenarios so we can see something even like this one or even like this one. Just keep in mind this horrible scenario. Now, based on this FIB, we just came in 27 zone. Usually this zone is good time for accumulation. And like you can see, the huge range in this zone because we analyze weekly time frame. We're not analyze daily time frame or something. We analyze the weekly for investment. For this coin, we got only one single monthly gap where we can come back and close. It's between 0.2069 till 0.2077. So this is only one. Here we tested this gap here. We tested but didn't close. We got this huge weak candle. So sooner or later, I guess we'll come back and close this one. And the 50% of this weak candle, like you can see, it can be exactly fulfill of this gap monthly. So this FIB is relevant, and we can see even like this move, you know, collapse it down. So it's gonna be just kind of scary, you know. So this is a FIB is relevant. Here's a top in April. Here's a support in May 2021. We bounced, tested 0.5 level by FIB, 1 cent 69, collapse it down, test 0 level, try and hold the line and collapse it down. And long time period, we're trying to hold this 18 level by FIB. Here's the test, here's the reaction. So this level is around 0.2013. It's a really strong historical level for this coin. But it doesn't mean we can't break this level. So if we count like this one, now we're not so far from the crucial level from sellers. So here, it will be around 0.2014. And I think we can see something like this one. Breaking out, retest 18 level by FIB, and then we can see altcoin season, for example, to close this fulfill. In this area, it will be the trap for bulls. So because everybody start talking, we go into the moon, blah, 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 all this stuff, but it can be the trap. So from this current price, not even from the bottom here, till fulfill of this gap monthly one, we could make here from this lowest point in June last week, we can make to form the fulfill, it's around 800%. Is it possible? Yes, of course it's possible. If we will see some altcoin season, it's possible, you know. But it doesn't mean we have to make a move like this one. No. Most likely we can see something like this one. Maybe we even test 23 level by Fib. I don't know. And collapse it down once again. And only after that, we'll go into new highs. Not new all-time high. So more than good if we will see something like this one on the line chart. So we can see, yes, of course, now we like based on basic technical analysis, of course, we already broke this downtrend line. But the main things can be like this one or like this one or like this one. So for example, so the next high in the next cycle for VTO can be like this one, 1 cent, even 0.5, and collapse it down to the bear market again and forming the historical lower low. Everybody waiting the picture like this one, you know, and going to a new all-time high. But it's just a narrative. So every single time the altcoins will be the previous all-time high. Just open a lot of charts when you can see not all altcoins will be the previous all-time high. So if we count, for example, from this low here in June 2023, it's more than good for a coin like this one to make around 2,000% gains for the next bull run. It's more than good, you know. So, for example, last cycle, this coin made for around 5,000. Yes. So now we can see half of this move, and it will be more than good, you know, for altcoins. So sooner or later, I guess this target will close and will touch 0.5, maybe even 61 level by Fib for this coin. And you have to know there is a big supply. So it's 60 billions. 60 billion, so it's a pretty huge number. So don't wait the targets like $1 or $2 or even 50 cents for this coin. So just be careful with your expectation. Now let's go and double check this chart with my custom indicator set. And I'll recommend you go and watch this big tutorial how to work with my indicator set 6-in-1. Based on ADZ here, we formed the divergency. Yes, this is not a big divergency, but it's still divergency here. Here's the lowest point in December 2021. Here was a price 0.203, and we collapsed it down at 1.0. And we formed a weekly huge divergency on the chart. So the whales accumulated here, So the average price for whales can be around 0.202. Just for example. So it's more than real based on ADZ to see fulfill of this gap. So it will be more than good, you know. On a monthly, we're in the middle. That's why I told you we can see something like this one, for example, and collapse it down for me the historical low. So just be careful with your expectation. Let's go back to crypto flight direction. On crypto flight direction, like you can see here, we was in accumulation stage from September 2022 till January 2023. Then we saw the pump. Now we came in again in accumulation stage. So it's more than good signal. So maybe based on this news from Coinbase, yes, we can see the pump. Let's take a look on, and of course we didn't see the signal to sell, you know. So don't be panic sellers and don't be the paper hand. The accumulation stage for this coin was here from January 2022 till March 2022. Accumulate, big whales accumulate, here accumulation. So now maybe with all this hype around Coinbase, we can see, you remember the story with the Jupiter when the Coinbase announcement, the Jupiter listing, and Jupiter made insane gains and then crash it down. So that's why we can see something like this one and collapse it down. So in this area, we will see some green, orange, yellow color, or even red color, you know, in this area. It will be the time to out of this coin. So this is how it works. So accumulation stage was here. And I really don't like, so we are just touch it 18 level by Fib, but we didn't even touch at the 50% of this range. Of course, it's not necessary, so we have to touch every single time 50% of 18 and 27 levels, but it looks kind of scary for me. If we take a look on trade on, here we got a sell signal, and only recommendation close position. So even on the VeThor and vechain, I still didn't see the signal to take profit from this sale and signal to buy. That's why we can see something like this one and collapse it one more time. So just be careful. Maybe sooner or later we will see the signal close all short and signal to buy, but now we didn't see this signal. That's why just be careful with this coin. If we take a look on the last indicator, it's take profit. This indicator, like showed the fundamental value of this coin. So here, a real value of this coin now at 0.2016 and take profit at 0.2045. So yes, it can be the test something like this one and collapse it down once again. All these lines can be dynamic, And around 2024, we can see some new accumulation for this coin. Or maybe now we will see some signal to buy. Just for safety trade, if you accumulate it here, for example, it's more than enough to take profit with 380%. It's more than enough. So at least withdraw initial deposits just right with the free coins, and accumulate it once again when you see some buy line or new signal to buy. That's why all these lines are dynamic. Of course, these lines can curl like this one, for example, and we can see the move like this one to 0.5 and then collapse it down. So just be careful with your expectation. Every single time trade with a safety trade strategy. Every single time work with your risk management. Just to be honest, I don't think so this coin will be the previous all-time high. All zones I marked it here. Everything what my indicator shows at this current moment I showed you. So we just sit and wait the confirmation and how this coin play out for the next long run. Guys, if you want to trade with my custom indicator set, what I showed you in this video, only for $1 per day, just write me DM. All links will be on the description below. And you have to know, this indicator set works even on the free trading view plan. Guys, I hope you liked this video about VeThor token. Subscribe, share, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel. See you next time, guys.